Believe it or not, you know a lot more than you think you do about photosynthesis and cellular respiration. Let me show you what I mean. It would be nice to know what cellular respiration is. That is how plant and animal cells use food to make energy. Now, of course, plants make their own food and animals have to eat food, but they both use the food to make energy, and that is cellular respiration. You are considered to be part of the animal kingdom. Therefore, you do cellular respiration. Cellular respiration happens in the mitochondria, and it's used to make energy for you to use. So first of all, what do you breathe in? What gas do you breathe? What's the name of that? That's right, it's oxygen. So you breathe in oxygen. Since you're taking it in, would it be a reactant or a product? It's a reactant, so please circle reactant. Now, you breathe in oxygen. What's the gas that you breathe out? That's right, it's carbon dioxide. Since you are giving off carbon dioxide, then it must be a product. Now, what do you eat? Obviously food, but in your body, it breaks the food down into sugar, which your body can actually use to make ATP. So, sugar is what you eat. Since you are putting the sugar into your body, would it be a reactant or would it be a product? All right, now let's fit this into the equation below. Oxygen is a reactant. So the formula for oxygen is O2. And we're going to put it on the reactant side in front of this arrow. Reactants are what you start with. Products are what you end with. They are produced. Carbon dioxide, you're breathing it out. It's a product. So carbon dioxide, CO2, make sure that's a capital C, capital O, and a subscript of 2. And that's 1 carbon and dioxide, 2 oxygens. Now, sugar is what you eat. You take it in. So it is a reactant going before the arrow. The formula for sugar is C6H12O6. If you just remember, it has CHO, like a choo-choo train, choo-choo, C-H-O, choo. Anyway, remembering chew, C-H-O, you chew the sugar, all right, and it gives you energy, like a choo-choo train has lots of energy. I don't know, maybe it'll help you remember. So when you see C-H-O, chew, that's sugar. All right, now, water is the missing piece of the equation. And is water a reactant or a product? Well, you drink water, and then you pee and get rid of water, so which one is it? Well, where do you have a leftover blank? Ah, it's a product. So water is produced as a byproduct when your body does cellular respiration. So you just figured out the formula for cellular respiration. You don't have to have it quite memorized, but if you see it, you need to be able to pick it out of a multiple choice question. By the way, oxygen plus sugar is the same thing as sugar plus oxygen, so you can switch your reactants. The same with your products. Carbon dioxide plus water is the same thing as water plus carbon dioxide, so these may also be switched. Just remember, you breathe in oxygen and you eat sugar. You breathe out carbon dioxide and you have room left for water on the product side. Now, cellular respiration is the exact opposite of photosynthesis. Only plants do photosynthesis. Now, both plants and animals can do cellular respiration. Because see, plants make sugar to be their food, but then the whole point of making sugar is to use the sugar for energy, right? So plants make the sugar, then they use the sugar. Animals eat plants or eat an animal that ate a plant, and they use that energy that they get from eating. So animals eat, plants do photosynthesis. So how does photosynthesis work? Remember, it's the exact opposite of people. You breathe in oxygen and you breathe out carbon dioxide. Plants do the opposite. They breathe in carbon dioxide and they breathe out oxygen. Okay, so plants don't actually breathe. I should have said they take in carbon dioxide and they give off oxygen. That makes carbon dioxide a reactant and oxygen a product. Therefore, carbon dioxide is one of your reactants and oxygen is one of your products. Go figure. To a plant, oxygen is a waste product. They can't use it. It's worthless. They give it off. They don't want it. To you, oxygen is essential. And carbon dioxide is a waste product. It's not like nasty waste like poop. It's just a gas that you can't use. It's not poisonous. Carbon monoxide is poisonous. That's what gets produced when you burn something indoors and you don't have enough oxygen. But you breathe in oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide. It's not poisonous. If it's the only thing you breathe, then you die of lack of oxygen, but not because you're poisoned. To you, carbon dioxide is a waste product. But to a plant, it's like breathing oxygen. It's essential. So you see, you're the exact opposite. Now, what do you add to a plant each week? Every week you probably pour in water. So H2O is something you add to the plant. The plant takes it in. So water is a reactant, or you could write out the word water, whichever you prefer, and it is a reactant. Now, plants do not eat food, they make food from carbon dioxide, water, and sunlight. They're producing it, it's a product. So the sugar is on the product side, C6H12O6. And what do plants use to make their food? Sunshine, sunlight. So you already know a lot more about photosynthesis and cellular respiration than you think. I want you to notice these two equations are exact opposites. Oxygen is a reactant in cellular respiration and a product in photosynthesis. Sugar is a reactant, a product. Carbon dioxide is a product in cellular respiration and a reactant in photosynthesis. And water is a product and a reactant. So you see, these are the exact same formula written backwards. So you and plants are the perfect combination. You and other animals breathe in oxygen, breathe out carbon dioxide, and then the plants take that carbon dioxide, take it in, and then give off the oxygen. And that's the perfect scenario because that way your oxygen is constantly replenished and the plant's carbon dioxide is constantly replenished. Pretty cool, huh?